Instead of landing, we're going to do a go-around here. We're going to abort the landing, or reject the landing. Putting in some flaps, which act as an aerodynamic brake and also lower the stall speed from 65 miles an hour to 55 miles an hour. When the wing stalls, it stops flying and drops. The goal is to do it about a foot off the ground. Landing with engine power off. Gliding at the best glide speed, which gives you the most range for the least amount of altitude lost. This is good practice for the time when, let's say, an engine quits. Just because the engine quits doesn't mean you stop flying. On final approach for runway 3. Lowered flaps also give you a better view by dropping the nose. Reasons for rejecting a landing is seeing something you don't like, a vehicle, another airplane, an animal, etc. At a towered airport, perhaps the tower will tell you to reject landing and go around. Sometimes you're just not set up, you don't have a stabilized approach, and it just doesn't look right. So you decide you don't have to land, just go around. A lot of accidents have been caused by pilots who think they've just got to get down for one reason or another, and they get fixated on landing. This landing looks fine, but I'm going to pretend like it isn't. The decision to go around has to be made very promptly. You add full power, and as soon as you get a positive rate of climb, you put the flaps up. And you make a climb up to pattern altitude, which is 1,000 feet above this airfield. Sometimes I've done this just to assess a field before landing in an unusual situation, like a mountain at the end of the airfield, a one-way landing. This is a situation for hyper-vigilance, scanning for other aircraft, and radioing your intentions. At 500 feet off the ground, you can start maneuvering. In this case, turning to the crosswind leg of the rectangular pattern. A 30-degree bank is pretty standard. It keeps you around 1 G. Any more bank and you have more G's and more load factor, which affects your stall speed